Okay, gonna stop here. Hey guys, how's everyone? How's everyone doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is profham. Hey man, I am 3.3k. I play all roles, but not so much mid lane. Here are a couple of replays. I know that my mechanics are shit, and I need to improve my teamfight positioning, read up the game. I end up taking bad fights, since everyone in my team in MMR thinks it is Fight Club or something. They keep banging their head against the wall until it plays and we lose the game. 3k shouldn't be that bad. I picked your Antimage game. Antimage game that didn't go so well. We lost ranks, but I couldn't contribute a lot to fights. You can choose any of the workplace for analysis. Thank you. You're truly doing a great thing by offering free coaching. If your advice helps me improve, I will sign up for a paid session with you. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. You bought 2 sets of Tango, 1 stat shield, and healing salve. This is a bad item. This is a bad first item for Antimage, especially if you're playing a carry where it's agile hero. I strongly recommend getting 2 sleepers of agility to get the Pullman shield. Start with 2 sleepers of agility, 1 set of Tango, and a Quelling Blade. I think that works. If you are worried about sustaining in the lane, you can skip getting the Quelling Blade and choose to get another set of Tango or healing salve. But you have to start with 2 sleepers of agility, and then buy the stat shield by the side shop. That's what I think. That is most likely what anyone above 4.5k more will do. Anyone above 5k more will get 2 sleepers with agility, no matter under any circumstances for this meta. So try that item build and complete your permanent shield right away as your first item in the side shop, and tell me if it works for you. So do that right away from the next game. If you're planning to play Antimage again, you should do that. So I do not agree with your first item. This is bad.
Patience from Zoe.
You're trying to block those creeps. That is bad, but always try to let the ranged creep go first. You didn't necessarily have to block the ranged creeps. You want that one to go to get at the vanguard, so it gets denied right away. That way you're gonna have much better time sustaining, maintaining the lane equilibrium. So this is exactly what you want to happen. Let them kill the ranged creeps. Okay, you missed the last hit. That was bad. You should never miss the last hit. So if you ever miss last hit under the free farm, like complete free farm, that is bad. That is really, really bad, and you should blame yourself. I want you to do that. That is bad. If you're a kind of guy who thinks, ah, just one last hit, you're not gonna start winning any more games. You should be really hard on yourself if you do miss one last hit. Good job taking last hit like that under the tower. I think you are. I can already tell that you are good at farming, because it seems like you can last it. Okay. Again, you missed last hit. Again, you missed it. So this is bad. This is bad. Oh, you got DC'd. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, okay. It's fine. That happens to everyone. And you're back. So now your team is fucking up the lane equilibrium because they single pulled. But it is not a mistake on your end, so that's fine. And now you're trying to get this. So this is the reason why I recommended getting 2 sleepers of agility as your first item is if you had gotten 2 sleepers of agility, you probably should have gotten Pullman shield. It makes you really, really tanky, and it even gives you extra attack speed, a little bit of armor, and plus damage because you are agility hero. So that is really, really good. Okay, I really liked how you. I think this is a little too fast. I'm gonna go back. I really liked how you reacted right away when Ricky started to attack you. That was a pretty fast reflex from you. So I think you are a good player. So this basically means that you're paying attention. You're paying attention, and you're not letting Ricky backstabbing you. So again, this was pretty good reaction. Your team is topping. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Pop the healing stuff right away and come back to the game. Good. So like you can see yourself, your last setting is not perfect. Your last setting is not perfect. By perfect, what I mean is you should be taking 90% of the last hit when you under the free farm. Yeah, Ricky is being annoying. This guy is also being annoying, but I think this is somewhat free farm. So try not to miss anyone last hit. That is really important. Did you guys see him right-clicking the life stealer, trying to put aggro? That was another good play that I want to point out. So I already see a lot of difference when I'm coaching 1k MMR players or 3k MMR players. There's a lot of difference. There's a huge difference. Denying good. Last hitting good. Okay. You're hitting him whenever you can. That is great. You're breaking his mana. You shouldn't miss last hit like that. You should not miss last hit. Five hit, one hit. Ah, okay, hit. Okay, good, very good. That was impressive. I really liked you getting the speed script last hit right there. That was a really good play. Good. So people wondering why are you fucking pointing out his skill of last hitting? This is actually important, guys. This is a really high level play. Not perfect. You can do much better. Much better. You missed probably about at least 5 last hits, 5 to 7 last hits that you should never miss if you want to climb up higher. Good, good. Do you guys think this is too fast? Your team is providing a sentry here, so you're kind of safe from Ricky's gank. You should start attacking him. You should never leave him alone. So I think you're worried about someone else roaming. So and if you play Antimage, I think most Antimage players are wondering, is it better to get power threats or is it better to rush Battle Fury with brown boots? It really comes down. I think if your supports are granting you a complete free farm where the offlaner cannot contest you anything at all, then you should go for brown boots and rush Battle Fury right away. If not, this item build makes total sense. This item build is great. The only beef I have right now is you not getting a poor main shield. Poor main shield is just so good. Never skip poor main shield. This is what you guys should do. If I think most of the time supports are not even that great in pubs, so you'll end up getting. You should do this. You should get power threats and then go for the Battle Fury. This makes sense. This item build is really great. And this is why you mentioned about everyone being a little crazy and fight 24/7. Okay, but you should really ditch them. Okay, you're tipping there. I think you wanted to kill because you have ulti. This was great. This was a great rotation. Just ult them. Swap the thread and you can ult. Power thread swap it. Now you did it and done. Okay, so it took you for a little while to do that, but as you get better, it's going to be in your muscle memory. It's going to be, you should have done that like right away as you TP it, and it's right after you found them, you should have done that. But it took you a little time, right? But the main difference between you and 5k MMR players is any 5k MMR player would have done that much faster. So it will take you time. So how do I get better? It's gonna take time, but at least you did it. That is impressive. So you did a really good job switching your partners. I think you're a good player. And you're also swapping the portraits when you are using the shrine to the agility, so that is the great thing. Now that your TP is on cooldown, you're trying to farm a little bit here. I also like this. Let's see if you can last it here. Good. Very good. Don't give up the last hit. You should not have given up the last hit like that. And you're even switching the portraits to intelligence when you're blinking, so that's really good. At this level, at this rate, I think you can play Antimage. You're ready to play Antimage if you want to climb up higher whenever you're playing carry. Well, of course, you don't want to spam Antimage every game, but every time if you can last it Antimage and if you think it is the right time, then pick him with some confidence. I think you're a good player by all means. One, last it. That was close. Start right clicking the Shadow Fin. Oh, he's Shadow Blade. Okay, so what I've done is right after clearing this wave, I would have just let Sniper farm, because you two are cores. You should farm jungle. Sniper is the one who cannot jungle. Sniper can jungle, but you have a Calling Blade, you have Perseverance, you really have good sustainability, and you can jungle faster. And another thing that I want to mention, if you have a Permanent Shield and Ring of Health, then you can start jungle without having HP problem. So try that. Please try the Permanent Shield build, and let's see if you can find any difference in getting that item. This might be a small difference, but from my opinion, you should never skip Permanent Shield as Antimage. Good. You're buying TP. This is good. I would have done the same thing. So as you're farming, this is a really good time to so you're just, what are you doing? As a carry, you're just farming, you're just pushing down the lane, you know, there's really, this is no big sweat. Everyone can do this anytime. So as you are doing this, now you're engaged. So as you are farming, as you're AFK farming, so this is good. I was literally gonna say that, pay attention to the minimap and look for a space to TP, but I also want you to think about the item that you're gonna get after Battle Fury. This is a really good time. As the game progresses, the game is going to be intense, really intense, that which you don't really which by then you won't really have easy time discussing your item builds. But Antimage is a guy where the game is decided by his Battle Free timer and by his items. If you get Battle Free by like minute 20, you're gonna lose the game. That is number one. So if you get Battle Free late, you're gonna lose. That's gonna impact the game. Number two is item choices. If you get weird item, if you get items that like Aghanim Scepter, which is really situational for Antimage, but I see a lot of players getting Aghanim Scepter and they lose the game right away. So item choice. If you get poor item as Antimage, you're gonna lose the game. So that is what's going to decide the game. So at this point, you should be worried about what items you're going to get. Be very specific. Do you think you're gonna get Manta right away? Most likely. But what should I get after Manta? After building Yasha and Manta? Should I get Scotty? Should I get Heart? Should I get Bash? Should I get Basher? Should I get MKB because they have Ricky? Or should I get BKB? Or should I get Aghanim Scepter? Should I get Linkens Aghs? All those things should be starting from your head right now, because you're farming, you're not doing anything. So that's what I want you to think at this time around. You should start thinking. I hope you're thinking. And looking at your goal, I think you're gonna get Battle Free around minute 16. I think you're gonna get Battle Free 16 or 17. But I like your farming and your ability to pay close attention to minimap. Always carrying TP, this is really impressive. You're farming now, just gonna skip a little. Watching every team fight, guys. As you can see, this guy is paying attention. This is really good. We're now TPing to farm. This is also another big play, because now what Antimage is doing is he's farming the lane and he's farming the creeps at the same time. So I would say your ability to move around the map to maximize the farm is close to flawless at your bracket in 3K MMR bracket. This is really amazing. Very good job. You finished the battle free. You bought the TP, so you're the guy who is always trying to get TP. So this is great. This is really great. I bet that you will hit 4K. Within no time, you're gonna hit 4K more if you play consistently like this. If you don't get tilted, if you just play with this, you're gonna get 4K. This is really great. This minute 16. I also believe that you're paying attention to the timer. Good. Okay. That was cute. Alright. So I think you were worried about, okay, the enemy team engaging into Pudge. So the reason why you did not engage in with Pudge was because you knew that enemy team was here and that was not the smartest place to fight. But you didn't have, I think you understand your mistake now. So this was okay. This was a great play that you moved back, but TPing like this is never, this should never happen. This cannot be an excuse. I think this is your weaknesses. Of all the things that you did in this game, you did this, and you just decide to TP right here where everyone can see you. Literally everyone can see you. He knows that you're TPing, and this guy also sees that you're TPing. So it was let's say it was kind of unfortunate that CK came out of nowhere, but it should be in your it just should be like your habit. It should be in your blood that you should never ever TP like this. If you want to TP, just blink in to the tree and then TP right away. That gives the enemy time, anyone, much harder time to cancel your TP. So this is why you're dead. This is why you're dead, but definitely could have been preventable. Okay, you're dead, huh? Gonna skip a little. Okay, you're back. Of all the mistakes, that's fine. That just happens, so you can still come back. Now you're level 12, which means you're strong enough to farm the Asian jungle. Yeah, you should go back to jungle right away. After pushing waves like that, you do not have to hit the tower. You don't even have Manta style, you're not going to do a lot of damage. Hit the lane, and then don't even think about anything else. Just go back to lane. Good. I would have gotten the agents instead of moving in. Okay. Yeah, so this, I have to point this out. Right here, you did not have to blink in. After clearing this wave, I would have moved to the Asian creeps here. You're not farming the Asian creeps. If your teammates were really good supports, they would have stacked Asians, but you definitely should start clearing the Asian creeps. It gives a lot of golden level. And you should know that your Antimage is strong enough to jungle anywhere. But you coming here is kind of, yeah, it's good. You're basically, but Earthshaker is also kind of guy who can just farm a little bit and he can be benefited. So as Antimage, always be somewhere where your allies are not in. If you find allies in the minimap, you should not go there. As Antimage, you should always be at somewhere else when you're farming. Before minute 25, minute 24. Good. I would have blinked into the large creep and then farm, but Shaker was here, so that's fine. You're going for the Yasha, the right item, casual, typical. The right thing to do as Antimage, good. Playing TP was good, getting the clarity was good. You're swapping the threats when you're blinking, so that is also a really good thing. That you are really paying close attention. Again, swapped, that's really good. If you're below 2k MMR, nobody is going to do this, guys. Nobody is going to do this. Nobody ever does that. Do you guys see how Antimage is now staying at low mana and he needs clarity? Even when he is swapping the threats to Blinken, he still has mana problem. So this is exactly why you guys should start switching the power threats to intelligence whenever you're blinking in. Good. Now swapping to the agility because you're attacking. Good. Okay. Seeing that Ricky was middle, you should just do it for it. I would have used my ulti. Good, good. So we're thinking the same. That was a really great thing to do, to cancel his TP. Amazing. So your farming speed is good. It's been 21. You already got Yasha. You have 1.3k gold. You're getting close to Manta style. Yeah, you should farm that. You can even stack it, or you can even kill it before it's gonna be close. I think you blocked it. It just had been 22 when you got up. But if I were you, I would have stacked the Asian's camp. So if you're playing Antimage, always pay attention to the minimap. Good, but also pay attention to the timer. Small things will make big difference. Your team is farming, so it's good. Your team is making some space, so now it's the time to push. But think. Okay. Ooh, that one was close. It was really hard to predict. It was really hard to predict. Good swapping. Good. Good. Ulti. Okay, good. Okay, you're gonna get Manta now. You're sending the courier, that's great. So, Antimage level 18 at minute 24. This is big. You're big. Decision time. Your teammates died, which means you should get back to farming. Enter style, good. So now you can consider team fight if you want to. So I would have, at this point, if I were playing Antimage, I would have reminded myself I am going to fight because I have Manta style. Whenever Silence has his ultimate, that should be what I would have done to remind myself. It makes your decision making goes much easier if you keep reminding yourself. You're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Good, very good. Having Manta style is great, but what really is going to happen is you're not that strong enough. If you were to solo anyone in this game, you need a Abyssal. So having Manta style is good, but for everyone watching this video right now, if you're playing Antimage, this is good. This makes him semi-powerful in engaging in teamfight, but Antimage cannot kill anyone solo. It's gonna be kind of hard. He's capable of doing it, but I do not recommend doing it, because if anyone were to back up, if the enemy team were to back up by TP, and Antimage is diving under the tower to kill because he has Manta style, and Antimage is gonna die right away, and that is by all means losing the advantage. So I would be really careful, even after getting Manta style. Okay, you're going for the Aghanim Scepter. Like I said earlier, I said most Antimage players fuck up the game by making poor item choice. I would not agree with this item. First of all, I don't understand why you're getting this item. Do you have any rational explanation for getting this item? Did you think through that what it's gonna do in this game? What Aghanim Scepter in Antimage, what it does is it's going to block like Linkens Sphere, and then it is going to reflect, right? Like the Lotus Orb. So in theory, it sounds like OP, but let me tell you guys, it's not even that strong as Antimage. Honestly, I don't even know why. I don't even know when it is the right time to get Aghanim Scepter. I'll say never. but you're getting Aghanim Scepter. So let's talk about Aghanim Scepter in this game. If you get Aghanim Scepter, so Bounty Hunter has a single targeted spell. It's only going to work against a single target spell. The reflection part. Bounty Hunter tracks you. It's gonna get blocked, and it's gonna track Bounty Hunter, right? If I'm wrong, just point out my mistakes. I'm not 100% positive that I understand 100% about the mechanism of Antimage Aghanim Scepter, but that's what I think is gonna happen. Bounty Hunter tracks you, you're gonna block it, and you're gonna reflect it to him. Chaos Knights, if he stuns you, you're gonna block it, and you're gonna get it reflected to him. If he does Rift you with this skill, you're gonna block it, and you're gonna reflect it, so you actually bring him to you, right? That's what's gonna happen, right? Because you're gonna reflect it. Reflecting means you're gonna cast a spell, so you're gonna bring him to your face. By the way, Shadowfin does not have anything. Lifestealer. Okay, are you near here? You're not following me. If Lifestealer does. Okay, let's hold on for a little bit. See what you do here. Okay, so you're gonna let your teammates die. Lifestealer doesn't. I'm gonna talk about this then resume. Lifestealer does. It casts open wounds. You're gonna block it and reflect it, which I don't think it does. It's gonna do anything. Ricky has nothing. Ricky does not have anything. The only threats of Ricky is having is smoke. So you getting the Aghanim Scepter, to me, it really doesn't make sense at all. I don't think it really does anything. By getting an Aghanim Scepter, you're now investing in 4,200 gold. These three items are 3k, Point Booster 1.2k, so that is 4.2k gold. It is a lot of gold. If you had instead invested in getting Basher, let's say you got the Basher at this time. It's 2,700. So even with the Basher, so if you chose to go to Basher, I think you would have ended up getting this item around minute 24, minute 25. At minute 25, if Antimage has Manta Style, Battle Fury, and then Basher, I would say then it is really safe. It is really strong. You can engage to any one of the enemies to engage in solo, or even have really great impact in team fight. So you can literally join the team fight right away if you have the Basher, and you're gonna win this game. You're gonna win the game as Antimage by either split pushing or by out farming and getting the item faster than the enemy. So you have to get the right item. If you're planning to get the Aghanim Scepter and make the enemy team give really hard time to kill you, then you should be pushing all day. All day you should be pushing, but they are still able to kill you because they have Ricky. So Aghanim Scepter does not do anything. Basher was the right item choice, and if you had saved a little bit more, and you would have gotten Abyssal around before minute 30, or at minute 30 mark, you would have gotten Abyssal Blade. If you had Abyssal Blade, the enemy team is really scared of you. If you got Abyssal Blade, blink in, Abyssal, Manta, attack him, and then cast your Mana Void after like 2 seconds, then anyone is gonna die. Anyone in this team is going to die, unless they have Linkens Spear. So getting Abyssal Blade makes perfect sense to me. So whenever you're playing Antimage, I don't want you to get Aghanim Scepter anymore. Just do not never ever get Aghanim Scepter. Get Manta, well, Battle Fury Manta, and then get Abyssal. Try the item build, and then for a few games, and let me know if that makes a really difference to your gameplay. So that was a really bad item. You can't do anything. You're not gonna do anything with your item. I'm going to fast forward because you're just going to split push. There really is nothing else you can do, right? You cannot contribute to the team fight. You have the Manta Style, but you know that is not enough. That is why you cannot. You're kind of hesitating to join the team fight. So you're just gonna farm. What else can you do? You're just gonna farm. Farming. So if I was playing this game, and if I was playing any, like, let's say I was playing Earthshaker, let's say I was in your team and I play Earthshaker. After seeing you gain Aghs there, I would have probably said we fucking lost. I'm not being. Oh, okay. You managed to get out. Okay, the enemy team is killing you. Just do you see how you can't really engage in the team fight because you don't have Abyss of Blade? So I think at this time, if you have to do anything, the only way you guys can win is by split pushing. So you should risk something. You should risk dying from Ricky, and then start pressuring. Don't even think about getting back. You should split push. You should go high ground and do something. You just should do it. Good. Lanta? Yep. Let's see if you can make some value out of your weapons up there. Yeah, you can't fight anyone. Sick has Blink Dagger. Wow, this guy's a smart guy. Okay, so like, really, you can't not do it. I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna fast forward this. You're just gonna farm, and you're going for the butterfly. But I doubt it's gonna do anything. You're now a little bit tankier than before. By getting the Aghs there, your survivability goes up a little. By having the butterfly, you're gonna give the enemy team a little hard time to kill you, but you're still gonna die if they ever focus on you. So fight going on, and you lost your teammate. So you decided to red Dota. This is good. Hope you had Manta here. You got the tower. You're gonna focusing the range creep was good. So I think you will get the red. Good. And get the fuck out. TP back to your base. You should TP back, TP back, TP back. Good. That was good. This red Dota was great. So you did good job, but this happened because the enemy team did not respect you and did not respond at the right time. The enemy team was so into winning the team fight, they didn't care about Antimage and they didn't care about carrying TP. So you did good, but enemy team also fucked up. But this was amazing. This is gonna change the game. You're getting the Rex like that, it's gonna change the game. So I think you are just in overall saying, I think you are a great player. Although this item build did not make sense, but I think you know what to do in every situation in Dota. So I really like it. Now your bottom, you're gonna buy TP, good. Got the butterfly, good. If you had Abyssal Blade, Shadowfin was dead. Shadowfin was dead 100% if you had Abyssal there. Just Linkens Aghs, then he's dead. This guy's dead. Do you guys, any of you see Shadowfin surviving from Antimage's Abyssal Blade? You guys are blind. He's not gonna. Shadowfin can never survive from Antimage once he gets Abyssal Blade. BKB is not gonna help him. Nothing's gonna help him. Good, very good. Let's skip a little. Let's kill Ricky, but that doesn't do anything. We're back to farming. You are now getting Basher. You're now getting Basher. Using your mental illusion like that was good. You should use it to farm or push lane. Good. You're using your mental style. That's great. The fight is about to happen. Your talent tree is good. Okay. They used silence, so there was no reason for you to get out like that. Okay. Oh, thing is, you cannot fight. So at this point, I even agree with you that getting back was the right thing, because you do not have Abyssal. You don't have Abyssal. So do you see how weak you are as Antimage when you don't get Abyssal Blade? You just can't fight. You're not back to Red Dota. You just have to find a way to go to bottom or push middle or cut down the lane here. Okay, so you're just gonna have to let them die. They're diving in. I don't think this was a good position. So I get it that you wanted to cut down the lane, but you really should have been with your team. And now you're going bottom, but I don't agree with this. You should have stayed middle. Going bottom was not the right thing. Yeah, they're still gonna get it, but you should have stayed middle. But I think this is the end. Yep. So of all in this entire game, whenever the big team fights was happening, you did nothing. Because you couldn't contribute anything, not because you're a bad player, but because your item build was wrong. Your item build didn't really do anything. The enemy team didn't even have a chance to engage into you. You were not letting them to engage into you, and they just didn't give shit about you, and that was their so this game is over. So you lost this game because of the item build, nothing else. I think you really are a great player. Like, your mechanics are great, your decision making made sense to me, everything was great, but your item choice was the reason why you lost. GPM 600, that's good. Better 315. Good. I like that. Very good. Manta 25. And you got your Linkens Aghs around this minute 30. But really, if you did not get this item, you could have gotten the Basher around minute 27, 28. You can now get Basher. And once you get Basher, you are a danger. You are a danger to the enemy team. By simply carrying one dust, because they are bounty hunter, I really believe you should have carried dust, and I think you are a good player. If you had Basher, that makes you stronger enough to engage into the team fight, and I strongly believe that you should have carried dust and kill anyone, bounty hunter, Ricky, anyone, whenever you run into them in the jungle or something. Yeah, what else can I say? Linkens Aghs was a bad item, and after Basher, here's what I want you to think. After Basher, what would you have gotten to win this game? What do you think was the right item choice after getting Basher? You needed BKB. BKB is good. If you get BKB, Shadowfin is a guy who has a lot of magical damage, so Shadowfin can't do much. Well, he has a Desolator, but I think Shadowfin is really based on max damage at early mid game. So BKB makes sense for him. And Chaos Knight cannot stun you. If Chaos Knight ever stuns you for 4 seconds, Antimage is dead. Antimage is gonna die from the lockdown. So BKB was really needed. BKB is also good against Ricky. You're not gonna die from Ricky's smoke. So BKB made sense to me. After BKB, after Abyssal, BKB, then I've probably gotten MKB. or it really depends on the enemy team. But one thing that I really noticed was you didn't even bother to check the enemy team's item. I don't think you really did. So Bounty Hunter had Solar Crest and Disguised Heart and this shit, but you didn't click the enemy hero to see what was going on, to check their level, to how strong they are. That isn't needed. You should do that. You just start clicking on the enemy hero whenever you see them in the minimap. Check their item build, check their level, check their mana, and just try to imagine what is going to happen if you do this, if you do that, if you choose this item build. Do you think you're going to win the game or lose the game? Just, you should have something going on in your mind, and you're not doing it. Okay, I think I gave you a good amount of advices in this game. Don't get Aghanim Scepter. Just don't get Aghanim Scepter. Okay, that was guides. Thank you for watching.